Boom. Let's go ahead and jump right on in. This is Delta Tango Mike. You know me, DTM. I am on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook as Delta Tango Mike. You've probably seen my live streams at some point or another. I stream a lot. I stream on Behance, Twitch, Periscope, Facebook, YouTube, and one more. I forgot it. What did I say? I don't know. I stream a lot. I'm always streaming, and so for the last couple years, I've been using Cinamaker, and that's what I want to show you right now. Just a quick short video on my setup with Cinamaker. So I'm gonna go way back. Over there, there's an iPhone up there. This is my microphone, so I want to make sure you can hear me. But you can see that I have a microphone sitting right here in front of me. This microphone is connected to this iPhone. So there's an iPhone right there. And I can twist it a little bit so you guys can see. There you go. There you go. That iPhone, everything is wired. You know, power and Ethernet. And there's a reason for that. But that's why you see a whole bunch of wires. And I'll get into that in a second. Then there's another iPhone. This is the iPhone right here. And this iPhone is the one that's doing the close-up shots, right? Oh, look at that. It's and it was the, what is that? Not the zoom, but the focus. It was focusing. So as I moved my hand, it started to focus. So that's so I have one iPhone for the audio, an iPhone for the close-up, an iPhone for the long shot, plus another iPhone up here. There you are. There you are. And that iPhone up there is the one that's looking down on my table right here on my desk, right? Boom, there it is. So whatever I'm doing is happening. So there it is. Once again, the microphone connected to an iPhone. There's another iPhone on the stand right here. And then the iPad over here on the left. This iPad on the left is running Cinamaker. So anytime I want to switch in between the different camera angles, any camera I want to choose, and every view that I want to choose, I just click on the different sources here in Cinamaker, and boom, we have a different source. And there's a different source. And I can even bring in my iPad. So if I want to draw on my iPad, I can show you what I'm drawing, jump into an app. Here it is, Fresco. Start a new drawing. I can even continue a drawing that I was working on and do a complete demo, complete class, demo tutorial on how to use an app or how to draw, how to use shapes to create characters, etc., etc. This is one thing that I like about Cinamaker, is that you can use Cinamaker, the Cinamaker Capture app on an iPad. It will send that screen to Cinamaker on the iPad, but this one's Cinamaker Director, and boom, you'll be able to switch between different devices, different cameras, and get the shot that you're looking for. So this is a big time thing for me. I really like the fact that you only need an iPad and an iPhone, but once you start collecting devices, you'll be able to bring in those different devices into Cinamaker, and boom, multicam, live streaming, multicam video production, and it's all happening on the app. A couple of things that I want to point out that are awesome about this app. Not only can you live stream at the same time, not only can you live stream either to YouTube, Facebook, or RTMP. In my case, I use RTMP to stream to Restream, and then from Restream it goes out into the different services where I stream. But once it's done streaming, you have a video file, several video files, all saved in Cinamaker and the app on the iPad. So you'll have several files, one file for each camera, each action shot, plus one main video file that combines everything as it was streamed out. Another thing I want to point out about Cinamaker is that you can see there's a lower third right here. There's a lower third, and in this shot, we have Cinamaker showing us my iPad screen over here in a picture-in-picture. I'm in a picture-in-picture. There's a background, and all of those things are elements that I can turn off and on right here on Cinamaker, and you can add whatever elements and layers that you want on your video. The last thing is, yes, you can use Cinamaker with Wi-Fi only. So me having all these wires, I just been doing it for a long time now, a couple years with Cinamaker. I've been live streaming for a couple of years before that. And I find that when you connect things together with Ethernet cables, then you get a true connection, a reliable connection with all your devices, and you're able to do what you're doing without worrying about the Wi-Fi dropping or any one of these devices failing on you while you're trying to produce something. Ethernet just makes it really easy. I have a big device. It's hard to see, but it's over there. Let me point my fingers over there. That thing over there is a hub. It's a power over Ethernet switch, hub, etc. It connects through the Ethernet to the internet, and then it has other ports where I can connect other Ethernet cables, and they'll connect to this iPhone here, to that iPhone there, that iPhone, this iPad. So everything is tied in together, and all these Ethernet signals coming from the phones and the iPad find their way to the iPad on Cinamaker Director. So that, to me, because of the space, I'm able to do what I want, and it's okay. It looks a little crazy, and that's all right. It's just part of the process. You can, if you want, just use Wi-Fi, and I've used Wi-Fi. I've used Wi-Fi only, and that means no Ethernet connections. I do still plug in the phones to power because video production and the iPad, they using Cinamaker and just really producing video. It's very intensive for the device, so it's gonna drain your battery. So if you have it plugged in, boom, no problems with the battery. It won't turn off on you. But I have produced video, especially my Adobe Max series and Sketchable series that I did earlier this year. All were done with Cinamaker, and sometimes I was using the Wi-Fi signal only. And that is reliable when it's recording, because if you lose something happens on the app and you're like, oh no, I can see that I lost the camera. Cool, you can stop, reconnect, make sure everything is working again, and keep on recording. So those are always, Wi-Fi is always available, and that's the thing that you can use. But to me, I want to wire in. I want everything connected, so I know that it's going to work the way I want it to work. And as long as there's power happening, as long as everything the lights are on, then boom, I know it's working. All right, so that's a quick rundown on Cinamaker. That's all I wanted to say today, is that this is what I use for when I'm streaming, what I use for video production, and it's easy for one person to manage. I do have a big computer over here on the side. It's actually a Surface, and I have this Surface connected to an external monitor so that I can, when I'm live streaming, I can monitor what's happening on the internet, respond to the questions and comments in the videos as I am live at that time. But this right here is where it's at. This right here, these three things. We have an iPad for Cinamaker Director, an iPhone for the audio, running Cinamaker Capture, a microphone connected to the iPhone, and then another iPhone that's capturing the video. So that's three things basic right now. Then, of course, we have the iPad that is sharing the screen over here so we can see what's happening. Boom. Very nice. Very neat. I like all of this. It's an amazing setup for me. Try it out. Try out Cinamaker. If you have an iPad and iPhone, try out Cinamaker. You're going to love it.